Okay, the big news a couple of days ago was that North Korea suspended its tests of nuclear weapons capabilities. And of course, immediately Donald Trump's flunkies touted it as this just major, major accomplishment of Trump's administration and of his testicular fortitude. And they tried to say Kim Jong-un is finally just accepting the reality that he must stop nuclear testing because of the strength of Trump and the fear of a bloody nose attack or who knows what. And it was touted as a big win in the geopolitical battle of ideas or actions. I don't know. Except that we've now learned that North Korea's nuclear testing location actually collapsed right after 5 nuclear blasts. And this puts a completely different spin on Kim Jong-un's announcement that nuclear testing is stopping, which might not be because of Kim Jong-un just being very, very afraid of Donald Trump or because of anything that Trump did, but rather because their nuclear testing location broke, not because of geopolitical pressure. And these nuclear tests have been taking place on a mountain called Mount Mantap. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And a recent test that sort of went wrong reportedly tore open a hole in the mountain, and a part of the mountain collapsed on itself. So first is the political implication, right? What was being touted by Trump as a victory for his politics may have been actually a self-inflicted wound by North Korea. But there's actually real humanitarian concerns here. There's radiation concerns, the possibility of major fallout leaks, the possibility of radioactive dust escaping through holes or cracks in the mountain. And then politically, there's also another element here, which is that the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Kim Jong-un is not actually even saying he's going to stop the development of nuclear weapons. He would be stopping these specific tests, which is a very different scenario than the one that the Trump administration touted, which is the entire program looking to develop nuclear weapon capabilities is being stopped. So the big picture is that it's not surprising that this ultimately went bad for North Korea. Doing land-based nuke testing is something that is quite risky. I think most of us can understand that. The most likely scenario is that North Korea's announcement about nuclear development, number one, is not a signal that they're going to stop all development of nuclear weapons altogether, just that they're not going to do testing at this particular site. And number two, they are setting up to most likely at this upcoming summit with South Korea ask for completely not viable things or concessions from South Korea, and also to agree to completely unenforceable verbiage. This is how North Korea works. They will agree to provisions in principle that are very, very difficult to enforce, but also say things like, we are ready to stop all nuclear research as soon as the Korean Peninsula is denuclearized completely, which to them means that all American troops leave South Korea because American troops represent the United States, which is, of course, a nuclear power. It's just not going to happen, right? And this is how things have worked for a long time. It's not for better or worse. It just is. If you look at the 1992 Agreement on Reconciliation between North and South Korea, if you look at the joint declaration of the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, we've had a number of not just discussions, but ostensible agreements before, and yet we still are where we are today. So what's being presented here as a major change in North Korean government attitudes is actually pretty similar to what we've seen for decades from various North Korean leaders. So what we have to do here is not just wait and see what comes out of the meeting, but wait and see what actions come out of whatever agreement is made at the meeting and in the years that follow. And I would not be at all surprised. I'm optimistic. I would love to see actual changes in North Korea. I would not be surprised if we basically see more of the same. The video you just finished watching was made possible by you through the membership program. You can sign up for membership at davidpakman.com/membership. We are viewer-supported independent media. You can use the coupon code IVOTED17 for a 40% discount off of your membership.